So, and action.
Caught. Guys,
What am I
come
supposed
on,
to
man.
into it?
You know the script.
I thought the bit was we weren't going to talk the whole time.
Oh,
Oh, we're going back to that.
I was going to see how long we could go, but all right, that's fine. Welcome everybody to Tuco Talk episode 0, aka the Alpha Lab version of Tuco Talk, the new hit podcast from all of your favorite members of Day 2 FGC, featuring the Soda Drum.
I got a V in front of my name. Wow.
Wow.
Hey guys, I'm
Oh.
the Soda Drum. Oh, we're not. Okay, never mind.
I thought you were done with the intro. So
I just wanted to say that I am a co-founder of Day 2. Like, I want that. It's fine.
all right, we'll take it from the top.
Aren't we out technically?
no, we got to keep going. We can't do like cuts.
Welcome to Tuco Talk episode 0.
Oh my. 0.1.
0.1 Alpha Lab 2. I don't know if you guys call Alpha Lab 1. It was crazy. There's been a lot of changes since then. First, we have Soda Drum that he got no longer has the in front of it. It was a good run. We found out he was a bit too honest of a character, so we just had to tweak him.
There you go.
Yeah, what's good?
What's going on, guys? I'm Soda Drum. I am a co-founder of Day 2. And I am the newest member of the FGC out of this group. And this is the game that's getting me to be an FGC member, basically. So I'm excited.
And we got Crim, the Crim.
Hey, that's me.
Okay, hey, Crim de la crop right there, brother.
A man of little words.
Here I am. I was hired here to add some Latino flair to the podcast. And hello.
Oh.
Hello. Bonjour. And then we got Bon Me as well, rounding us out.
What's up, guys? I am 2XKO's second biggest glazer. I can't say the first because I don't have the name of the game. The name of the game tattooed on my knuckles or on any part of my body.
Yeah, that would be cringe if you had that.
Part of your body?
What about the smell of the game, though?
There is a part that I do want to get it on, but I don't know if it'll work.
I mean, it'll work when... Never mind.
I won't elaborate further, and I don't think we should.
No, we should not. We should just move on.
All right, well, so this is 3 of the... with me, Nitin, we are 4 of the 5 members of Day 2. The 5th member doesn't actually play fighting games, so he's just going to kind of be here when he has time, when he's like in between the book club, waxing his skull, all these various tasks. If he has some time, he might come through to pretend he knows stuff about fighting games. So in the future, you may see GQ. That would be cool. But hey, shout out. Rest in peace. He was a real one. Yeah, we're... after what, 6 years? Is that how long it's been? Yeah.
When is your timeline? Like when do you start it?
True. I mean, in terms of us waiting, it's got to be from the Evo when Tom, right? I think it was Tom that announced it with Tasty Steve and Sage Am. Yeah, I believe that was 6 years ago, right? That was in 2019. Because I think it's been like 9 years since Radiant was acquired. Is that right?
I thought you were talking about that red drop or that Red Bull pin drop event, but no, you're talking about 2019.
No. Yeah, because first Evo would have been 2023. That would have been the Red Bull pin drop. So even still, that's like a full 2 years from them. But yeah, like after however long. So for me, yeah, I remember when it was announced on that Evo in 2019. So it's 6 years for me at least. We are finally on the eve of this game being online and playable indefinitely moving forward. Does it feel real for anybody?
No, it's crazy.
I'm not even like...
not.
I don't want to say like I'm not excited, but like I don't even like... I feel like it hasn't hit me
Yeah.
Like I don't even like my brain doesn't process. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and be able to play Tuco like a few hours later. Like that's
Yeah,
insane.
and you're off tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah,
Lucky.
maybe we'll be chilling and streaming, watch some Tuco stuff to hype up leading up to it. But yeah, like it's insane where after all this time it's like a thing. And on top of that, so for those who don't know, the characters I wanted most, or at least some of them, were Blitzcrank, Vigar or any Yordle, uh, Ezreal, uh, and some others. I have like a top 10 somewhere. I'll post it on Twitter soon. But Blitz was one I was looking forward to for so long. And I've been at every single Evo. And I really like Echo once I actually got to try him, and I enjoyed my time with them. But like I knew I was waiting on like one of those real ones, and finally I thought I was gonna have to wait until like mid beta or something. We actually get him, and he looks so sick. I definitely yoinked him from you guys because I know Zeke was talking about him, or about me was talking about him a long time ago. That he was thinking about manning him, but as soon as I saw that trailer, I was like, this is my dude. I gotta just yoink this shit, and I don't know. I'm just so stoked. I'm so ready to dive into him.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, like, so I already know I'm playing Blitz Brom, but like, dude, watching the trailer for Blitzman, like, he is so sick, bro. Like, it almost makes me worried for future champs. Like, they set the bar so high with this trailer, dude. Like, like they gotta like just, I don't know, man. Like, I think he's by far the best looking character, and it's just like his wrecking ball move. Like, oh, I love it. I can't get over it.
Yeah, the fact that he can hold it too to extend, like there's some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like you even saw that one combo in the trailer. It's kind of insane. What are you gonna say?
Oh, I was gonna say I think they translated his like his whole kit perfectly from League, and like
Yeah.
added creative flair to it, dude. Like I never would have thought he was gonna be spinning around like a fucking ball, doing crazy shit.
Yep.
Like he's sick, dude.
Yeah.
I guess everyone knew he was gonna be a grappler, but I didn't like. I wouldn't even know what to do with him if I was like in charge. So I'm very happy that these people are making the yeah exactly. I'm very happy that these people are the like people making the game because I'm not doing shit like that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
why we're
crazy.
on the podcast.
I mean, that even the fact they got the QE combo in there, like I wouldn't have thought to like give the grab a follow up. You know what I mean? Like it's just crazy little stuff, and then yeah, bouncing in the wrecking ball, something totally new. He's got good mobility. He's got restands on the grabs. He's got grounded command grabs, air command grabs. The whole steam mechanic was crazy. Like Caro's cooking. Like Alawi's sick
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, but even his voice lines just seem so funny, dude. Some of
Yes.
them. I'm like, damn, that's
Yes.
on point. Taking out the trash and stuff like that. Just like a little robot, just like dissing the opponent when you just beating shit out of him is
Rush
unreal.
detected.
Ugh.
He's literally like a big BM Wally. It's so sick. Like
Yep.
he's got the same backstory and everything. Like it's insane. And then like a lot of like pros and stuff and content creators I've been seeing are gonna be playing him. I think Leffen was saying he's gonna go full sweat mode for this game, and that means learning Blitz. He thinks he's that broken. I know
Yes.
Sonic Fox wanted to play a lot of Blitz because they were doing like crazy stuff in that early playtest tournament, that internal riot tournament. Apparently the riot or the Blitz assist command grab could lead to a full TOD in that, and that's how Sonic Fox won that internal tournament. So they're going to be coming back to that character too. I know Slash is going to be playing it. There's so many people I'm going to be stealing tech from because I'm just there's going to be insane stuff.
He's gonna be.
I felt this way about Vi, but I feel like Blitzcrank is like the new character. Like that's the feeling we're gonna get every time we see a new character. Like we're gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to play this character. This looks sick. The way they're presenting it. So I'm already seeing people being like, oh, that's not my character. I don't play grapplers, and he doesn't
Yeah.
really catch me like that. But I'm really happy with what they did with Blitz.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It seems like he's appealing to a ton of people. I was trying to remember. I had a thought and I completely lost it. That's quality podcasting right there. But yeah, like just the fact that like we get all these changes today too. We know everything's heading in a good direction. We played it. I think all three of us. Yeah, all three of us played at Evo. I don't think Krim has been able to play a recent build. But Evo felt great. I think we all agree it's like the best version of the build we've seen. Even though they nerfed your command grab soda
I
on
still
Braum.
got it though. I still got it, dude.
You were slamming Velthor with some of those. I remember he was happy to see in the patch
God.
notes. The
Down
gun
S1 God, dude.
Yeah, he
Now-
actually wrote in the chat like, "Let's fucking go."
Do you think you're going to be balancing Braum and Blitz or?
Yeah, I think like I'm coming at this from like a new FGC player perspective, and
Right.
I think what I'm gonna do is I know the basics of Braum. Obviously, like I can learn way more, but I'm so excited for Blitz. I think I'm gonna play Juggernaut Blitz for like a while until I'm like very comfortable with Blitz, and then do the same thing with Braum, and then kind of when I'm comfortable with both, mix them together and go that route. I think that would like just work better for my brain. It'll be like less to worry about. I feel like, and it'll be more enjoyable for me.
Sick. Yeah, because you've never really played a tag fighter, right?
No, not at all.
Do you want to give people?
I think that's like the.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I think that's like the intent they wanted with Juggernaut. Like it's really awesome that you kind of found that on your own.
Yeah, it's a cool
Yeah, I'm
learning
glad when I
tool.
talked to Tom, he decided to put it in for me. It was really cool of him.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's
think
good
it was
feedback.
Tom. I don't know. It might not have been.
Yeah, and don't forget that Juggernaut got some pretty notable buffs here as well.
Yeah, true. It was what the faster overhead, better normals. I'm trying to remember if there's anything else. I think those are the main ones. And we can
There's
definitely.
the gray health when you ejecting someone as well.
Oh, true. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah, we should actually get into that here in a little bit. But I was just thinking when Brandon was talking about it, maybe we should give a quick rundown, at least for you guys, on your background with fighting games, how long you've been playing. I think that'll give good context for the viewers to kind of know where you guys are coming from.
I'll start. I have a pretty low background. I don't know if that's the right word, but I played Melee for a bit. I never really competed, but me and Nathan would play Melee for a few years, like on and off. Always had a blast with that. And then I never really got into traditional fighters until Street Fighter 6. I played for honestly like a few months. I haven't even played that long. Fell in love with JP. Went to locals, went to Combo Breaker, went to Evo. Kept getting destroyed. But
You
it
won
was
games
it was
at Evo, right?
fine.
Or no, Combo
Yeah.
Breaker?
No, we actually DQ'd at Evo. A Combo Breaker I did. I went 2-2 with one of those wins being my first round, which was a forfeit. But I beat New
Didn't
York. Who did I beat? It was like some like pro in like another game who I don't think has ever took Street Fighter.
It was a TO. It's like Matty G or something like that. Frankie G? Was it Frankie G?
Frankie G,
Frankie
yeah.
G.
I think he's like a pretty well known TO in the Midwest, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, so he didn't know what to do against my projectiles at JP, so that felt pretty good.
Yeah.
And then and I've been like on and off of Street Fighter, just like really just waiting for this game because I know this is like the game to play. So I'm just psyched for it.
Who wants to go next? Let's go with Zeke next.
Yeah. Kind of a similar path. I really started with fighting games in general. Like I've always watched Evo since like I don't know, it's been a decade now. I've always watched tournaments and Evo. Mainly started with like Smash. I'm what you call a doc kid. That's how I got into Melee, first of all, and I was mainly a spectator. And I never really gave the game a real competitive chance because it's too fucking hard. Like I don't think I'm ever gonna play Melee like that. I then started competing in Ultimate, did horrible in that. I don't think platform fighters are my thing. I'm not gonna lie. I started playing Guilty Gear when that came out because I think that just came out at a perfect time, and I think a lot of people were in my same boat where they kind of transitioned from Smash to like fighting games, just regular fighting games.
Yeah.
And yeah, and now I just play them. Like that's just my jam. I'll play new, old. I'm not good. I'm like I would say I'm an intermediate player, but I'm nowhere near like
Your
any.
master
I
rank
don't know,
in
just
Street
any
Fighter 6,
pro.
right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like that's a pretty
Better than me.
low bar.
All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, but
I
you're
mean,
like brand new.
master's still like top 10%, right? Like top. I think the base of master's like top 10 or 13% or something like that.
I
Or
haven't
is it
checked
under 10?
recently, but
Still, I think
it
that's
seems
good.
like yeah. Yeah, I got to give myself props. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm okay at fighting games.
There's going to be someone in the chat like, "Oh, Street Fighter 6 isn't real till you're 1600 MR." Like, yeah, true. That is
Yeah.
better than where we're at, but like in the grand scheme of things, it's just good to give that point of reference, I think, for people, because I
Yeah.
assume a lot of people coming into 2XKO, there's going to be probably a wider range of experience with fighting games than a lot of others. So, yeah, it's just a good point of reference. What about you, Krim?
Okay, so I think my path is a bit different because my first experience with fighting games was actually with tag fighters. So
Okay.
back when I was a kid, like I don't know, maybe 4 or 5, I had a PlayStation, and my dad happened to love Marvel vs. Capcom, the first one.
Oh
And that
shit.
was actually how I got into fighting games with Marvel vs. Capcom and later Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on the PlayStation 2. So I actually fucking love tag fighters. That's actually my jam. I actually kind of fell off a bit from fighting games as I grew up because, like, gaming culture kind of changed here. Fighting games dropped off of a cliff when, like, the arcade scene died, right? So
Mhm.
people moved on to shooters or FIFA or League of Legends, like I did as well. And it wasn't until Guilty Gear Strive that I really got hooked back into fighting games. And that was around the same time that the first announcement of Drug Scale came out, right, in late 2019,
Mhm.
when they showed it off at the Riot 10-year anniversary thing. So, Drug Scale was actually kind of what got me back into fighting games as well, because that's when I decided, oh, I have to play this game when it comes out. And when it became a tag fighter, that was actually even better for me because, like, that's my jam. That's how I got my start. So yep. So I've been since then. I've been playing in Dragon Ball Fighter Z, which has a scene down here, and Guilty Gear Strive. I actually don't really like Street Fighter 6 that much. Sorry, sorry if this sounds offensive, but the game might be a bit too slow for me. If that makes any sense.
Sure. Yeah.
But yep. So in Lab 2, I got to master, which was pretty exciting for me, and yep, looking forward to close beta test and trying to grind out for challenger for sure.
That'd be sick. By the way, I don't know if either of you guys said it. Who did you main in your like main fighting game? So for you, Krim, like in Marvel 2, what was your team? And then Zeke, who did you play in Street Fighter?
For me, it was Strider Sentinel Doom.
Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, I play Bon. I was gonna say Bon Me. It's so synonymous with my name. I play Blanca. There you go.
How is that
I play
synonymous with the
me.
Bon Me?
It's my profile picture on Star GG, and then it's just like
Okay.
every time I look, I don't know. It's
I
stupid.
was like, I don't think I've ever thought about a Bon Me when I'm looking at Blanca, but
Well, I
hmm.
do.
Okay. That's fair.
Hey, thanks for the Brazil reference.
Yeah, there you
True.
go.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and I think most, or I don't know if I've talked about it honestly in content, but Brandon kind of covered like we both came from Melee. We used to compete in COD on and off for years. And then I sweat really hard in Overwatch and Valorant. I got to like borderline top 500 in Overwatch. I don't know why I'm talking about that. That doesn't matter. And then I
Look
started.
at
I
this
like
guy
always.
just flexing.
I would watch Evo like on and off. Like I was a super casual like Street Fighter 4 viewer, and I enjoyed it when I watched it. But like I never knew when tournaments would happen. I'd just like go on Twitch, and sometimes there'd be one, and I'd kind of watch it and enjoy it. And then sometime in Street Fighter 5, I just started to pick it up a little bit and try to learn a little more. And I really locked in Street Fighter 6 for the first time because I think my peak rank in Street Fighter 5 was gold. And I got to master on like 3 or 4 different characters now in Street Fighter 6. So not a crazy good player. I didn't try to push for MR higher than that, but that's kind of those were the main games I was interested in. And I've watched a lot of tag games. I played Dragon Ball Fighters a bit casually when that was out. I dabbled in a little bit of Strive. I've always been interested in a tag fighter, but I was never into one at like the height of its excitement. I think I would have been a big Marvel 3 player if I got into FGC a little bit earlier. That seemed like it was really up my alley. But like with how by the time I got into it, the amount of tech that was in, and it felt like such an uphill battle to even like go 1 and 2 at an event. You know what I mean? So I was a little more hesitant on that front. But yeah, once I heard about 2XKO being announced from Riot, because I liked League, I liked Valorant, I just knew they were going to nail a fighting game. And then sure enough, basically everything we ever saw from them just got better and better. So I've been getting more and more excited for the past 6 years. Literally up to the point that the latest character is one of my most wanted characters, and he's a grappler. I'm in my grappler phase. I probably should mention that. I started with Shotos primarily, and then I started learning Geef and Potemkin and fell in love with that. So it's just the perfect time. Blitz is going to be... it's going to be causing some damage to the homies in our private matches for sure.
Yeah. I'm glad we're teaming for a good portion of it. I don't think I'd be able to handle getting blitzed. Like,
look, man, we're
like,
gonna
I'm
mess up
leaving, dude.
TNS.
If I get fucking hooked, bro, I'm frame 1. I'm just leaving. I'm not even parrying.
Dude, it's gonna be a lot of blitz between us because if Brandon's playing them, I'm playing them. You were talking about learning them on the side too. There's probably in like every game we play in private matches, it's gonna be a blitz in there.
Yep. I feel like it's gonna be like the consensus with a lot of games in general. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be messing with Blitz at least for a while.
Yeah, he's so different and really cool and like versatile. He's like the fresh thing. I'm curious to see how many people are going to play him versus Vi, because for a lot of people, this will be the first time you get to play Vi also.
True. Yeah.
Because
I
she's like,
think there's going to be a pretty good balance of people playing all these characters, you know?
yeah, because Vi's like one of
I
the
think-
more popular like design champs in League. Like I'm pretty sure even like I saw some type of survey that was like even between playstyle and separately for just her design, she was like insanely popular. But I know when the trailer dropped for her, some people were saying she looked a little more on the, I don't want to say the boring side, but like the more straightforward side. I think she has a lot of sauce, but I understand where they're coming from, where it's just kind of like different types of punches and stuff. So I'm curious to see how that balances out. If it's going to be like a Ryu situation, or even though it's like one of the more straightforward characters, like people still just play them because they're cool, or what.
I think that's probably Darius. I feel like Darius is the unofficial Shoto of 2XKO.
They did give him a projectile.
He's so simple. He has a projectile.
It's true.
Yeah,
He doesn't have
might
like
be the
a
official one.
They do, yeah.
Sorry,
They
what was
don't.
that?
Go ahead.
No,
No.
No. All right. I think Creighton said they don't have an official Shoto yet, right?
Yeah. I think he might as well be one now because we're gonna go over it on the patch notes, but they also lowered his health, so
True.
I don't think you can even consider him a big body anymore.
Yeah, I mean, according to Riot, he's never been a big body. I'm curious to see if like the general community will start to see him like that too. But I mean, who knows? By the time launch comes around, they could give him a Tatsu, right? And then he's just fully there.
he's just gonna spin his axe and move forward.
I mean, his ultimate is basically one.
Yeah, he's like a sideways show. He's like if you Tatsu on the Z-axis. Is that? Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, we'll go there.
Sure, yeah. But that's a good point. We probably should start to talk about this news dropped today. Are you guys still seeing all this in my stream? I know chat and the show is not going to see it, so we're just going to reference some of the stuff from the announcement today, which was what is new in 2xKO's closed beta. I don't think there was a ton of new stuff in here, honestly. I think we knew about a lot of it because even a lot of the gameplay changes were already in for Evo, it seems like. But there's definitely some interesting stuff in here. The biggest thing, I remember there was something at the start. We know all progress is getting wiped. Closed beta players are going to get an exclusive Challenger player title at launch. Is Challenger a thing in this game, or did they have a different name for that rank?
I don't remember. I thought it was like Grandmaster and then Master.
Yeah, it goes Master, Grandmaster, and then I think they said the top 125, something like that, is Challenger.
Okay, so it is Challenger. So that's kind of funny to me that they're going to give a player title just to everybody who's in beta, so you can flex that you're in Challenger. I guess you're going to try to trick people. It's top 500. Okay, chat saying it's top 500. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting choice. I'm not against it. I'm not going to use that title much, but it's cool to have, I guess.
I mean, I will be top 500. So
Come on. They already reserved the spot for you, brother. You're in there already.
that's right.
That's true. Oh man, my brain sucks today. I had something else I want to say. Lost it.
No, I think I did want to bring up, like, I don't know, maybe I'm just confused. Maybe I like heard it wrong, but I'm so confused from the initial closed beta on September 9th when Tom said for console players, like, do not worry, your progress will carry over to PC or to console from PC to launch. And then now the language is like, nothing's carrying over. It's all your progress will be reset, your rank will be reset. You will just get this one title. So I don't, maybe they changed plans or something. Maybe to me it just reads like this beta isn't going to go too long if they're not going to keep progress like this.
Yeah, I was going to say that by the end of this, and we'll probably circle back to that point. But yeah, there's definitely some stuff in here that's pointing towards it might be on the shorter side. That definitely be one of them because yeah, I agree. He specifically said something like it was in context of like, oh, don't worry if you're on console, like you'll get that progress during the beta. So I don't know. Hopefully that's the case. That would be tight. Here's the big one that you were talking about before the show, or maybe it's in the show. I don't know when we started the show and when we talked about it, but we found out how the unlockable champs are going to be in this build. And it's actually, all right. So I'll just explain what it is. And there's a little more context from Twitter, and then we'll get into it. So during closed beta, Ari, Braum, Darius, Echo, Alawi, and Yasuo are going to be playable by default. They're all going to be unlocked for the online version. Jinx, Blitzcrank, and Vi can be unlocked with from the Champions tab with champion tokens or credits. Champion tokens are earned from completing the first fight tutorial, and credits are earned from completing missions. So there's two things from Twitter that add important context here. One, when you get the first fight tutorial done, you get 2 champion tokens. So you can unlock your full team if your full team is 2 of those 3, or hypothetically, when the game's out, 2 of the 4. Or in the future, I assume just any new player is going to get 2. So you'll always be able to pick at least the team you want to start with. The second thing, I saw something from Jules today, and I'm pretty sure he said something along the lines of like, yeah, this is how it's going to work for closed beta because we want to make sure people are like being able to try champions quickly or something. So I don't know if that means. My guess is they're definitely going to, or I shouldn't say definitely. My guess is they're going to give you the 2 mastery tokens even on launch, or not mastery tokens, champion tokens for doing the tutorial, so you can get the team you want. But I think they're going to have less of these characters unlocked by default, just because he said that. Because this is definitely way more generous than I expected. I thought it was always going to be like 2 to 4 champs that were unlocked by default, and then maybe you get a token or 2 for doing the tutorial, and then you have to kind of grind for the rest. But I mean, it's definitely a generous start. I don't know what you guys think.
I mean, 2 would be crazy in a tag fighter to only have 2 characters. That seems wild to me.
Well, if you get the 2 tokens on top of that, it would be 4. But yeah, obviously you would not be having access to a lot. That's fair. Well, that's kind of like what some of the
Um,
discourse was too, because you were mentioning that, Zeke, right? Like, there's people complaining a lot on Twitter. Like, it seems like they were surprised by this, and maybe this is a good example from Soda that he's like maybe a little more on the outside with fighting games, and this is more surprising to him. I'm kind of curious what you think.
yeah, I just I guess FGC players aren't used to this kind of thing. I know they've seen it, but they're not used to a free game kind of putting things behind some sort of wall, like pay wall or grind wall.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of discourse around that. I'm with you here. Like I think they're being very generous. I honestly think they're using this as a way to figure out how people feel the speed of unlocking it is, because they're not allowing you to even buy anything with real money. It's all the
Yeah.
in-game currency, and you have to grind for that.
Yeah, and someone in chat's you saying in League and Valorant you unlock characters fast now. I thought Valorant was on the slower side, but maybe I haven't played in a bit, so maybe they've
I've
changed
seen on
it.
Twitter people are saying they've changed it. It's a lot faster now, supposedly.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That's a good sign then.
That's
I
from what I saw on Twitter, at least. I don't know.
Sure.
I mean, when's the last time you played Valorant?
Uh 6 months at least or something. Yeah, they definitely could have changed
6
it
months.
substantially.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We're because I mean, I think I'm in the same boat as you. Like I played it about 6 months to a year ago, and the way they had it was like you can only unlock one agent at a time, and it was whatever was the latest one, and then everything else you had to like unlock it with the currency, but it was a lot more currency. It was just harder to unlock.
Right, yeah. That's the version I remember, and it sounds like it's different now if Brandon saw that and they're saying that in chat. Yeah, do you think we're gonna have those same what did I say? It was six characters unlocked for launch, or do you think that'll change?
It depends. If we're seeing 10 champs on launch, which it sounds like we are,
Hmm.
I can see 4 to 6. I can see the 6, to be honest.
Okay.
Just because it's if they especially if they keep the same 2 tokens on tutorials, like
Right.
you unlock the 2 tokens on tutorials, um, they'll make you grind out for the last 2, or even just pay for it. I
Right.
mean, yeah.
What do you guys think? Brandon.
Yeah.
I think they stick with the 6. I think they're going to maybe. I mean, we have to see what it looks like uh, tomorrow with how long it takes to unlock characters. But I
Hmm.
think like they might adjust that more, like how you said you saw Jules say something like you want to get them fast in the beta.
Hmm.
So it might like you might unlock them really fast, but that's not like don't expect that at launch. Like it's going to be a more of a grind, I think.
Sure. What about you, Krim?
Yeah, I was honestly only expecting to have 4 available, not 6. So that's actually more than I was expecting.
Right.
But yeah, I think it might drop to around 4, so you have to grind for the other 6. Valorant, when it launched, had 5, but that's because you needed 5 characters for a comp, right?
Yep.
But in a fighting game, I think if you limit it too much because of the entirely different playstyles, like let's say for example you want to play a Brown Via and they're both locked, right? So having to grind for them both playing characters that, for example, you don't feel good playing as, for example, having to play as a zoner to unlock a grappler, that doesn't really make any sense to me, you know.
Sure.
Uh, so I think honestly, I think they are gonna stick with D6 that we have thus far. Maybe reduce to like 1 token for the tutorial, but yeah, I think you should stay around this zone. Like, I think it's already generous and not too bad, and like it's still free. You know, it's not like other games where like, oh hey, you wanna play the new character? Cool, that'll be $40. Thank you.
Yeah. It's like really hard to compare it against anything else because like there's just
Yeah.
no other fighting games that are doing like actual free to play. I know Granblue has like a soft version of it, but it's not quite the same thing.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they're letting you play these characters offline and in training mode, like online, so you can actually like trial these characters and just see if you like it or not. That's already
Yep.
so much more than most fighting games, even fighting games where you pay upfront costs.
Yeah, it's something I forgot about too because I had the season passes for the first 2 years for Street Fighter, and then when Sagat came out and I didn't have that one, I was like, oh, I can't even practice against the dude. That's kind of crazy. Or am I thinking of Tekken?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to
No, I
pay for a character
Tekken, you have
that
to
you
pay
might not
for.
even actually like.
Yeah. No, I used
yeah,
rentals. That's what it was for. Yeah, okay, I did use rentals for Sagat.
I was gonna say at least Street Fighter kind of fixes this problem, or it has a band-aid solution, which is rental tickets. But I mean, that's a limited amount too, so it's not. It's like I don't know. You have to figure it out within those 10 hours if you even like the character.
Right.
That's still good. Like my problem I had with Strive was that, for example, I paid for Happy Chaos and I hated playing as him. So like I wasted money and was feeling bad about it. Like it's like 10 money is done, $10 down the drain. Okay, great.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel super great, honestly. Yeah, I'm really curious to see, yeah, how it changes. I think as long as they don't stray too far from where they're at now, as long as they're only changing like the tokens or the rate that you unlock them, or how many characters are unlocked by default, but not changing like multiple, it's still can probably be in a good spot. But yeah, we'll definitely see soon enough. Outside of that, we have the mastery stuff. I mean, none of that is new at all. I think it's just outside of we see some of like Vise unlocks and Blitz unlocks, but nothing too crazy there. We get to see mastery chromas. They didn't show the Blitz mastery chroma in this article, so that's a surprise for tomorrow to see how he looks in the black and green. Then we got replays. We saw that on Twitter recently. It's cool that that made that into the game. I know they were saying like it might not even make it in for launch, and now it's in for closed beta. So that's really cool to see. Even though there's no replay takeover, just good to have. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that.
I mean, it's just replays is always just good in any game, especially when you're either competing or trying to get better. I mean, we even dealt with it back in the day with Call of Duty, like the games where you had like theater mode, and you could like
Yeah,
actually like look at your scrims and like take stuff away instead of just like assuming stuff. Like it's just so much better to have.
yeah,
Yep.
It's insane how much came with those games, like theater mode. That's
Yeah.
that's rare nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, it was rare
Yeah.
in COD too. Like it was like you'd get it for 1 year, and then you wouldn't get it for like 3, and then you get it for the next one. It's just like, do the new ones even have it? Does Black Ops
I
6
don't
have
know.
theater?
don't
I
think so.
doubt it.
Hmm.
They run on a skeleton crew, I think, because they put out like the same game every year.
That's pretty rough. Good thing we don't have to play that anymore. So we also got tutorials. We know about the tutorials. There's a funky one in here though that I know threw up a red flag for some people. So for fuses, you get Double Down, Juggernaut, and Sidekick available by default. If you want to use 2x assist or freestyle fuse, you have to unlock them by completing their respective tutorials. I don't know if this is just like I think the best explanation is they are just trying to make sure you know how these work before you use them, and for some reason they feel like that they might take a little, like they want people to have a couple reps with them. But I know I saw some people saying like we better not ever have to pay for a fuse, which I think would be crazy for them to try to make you do that. But yeah, what do you guys think? This kind of threw me off a little bit. I was surprised to see it.
Well, I think it's
I
weird
don't.
that like the 2x assist you need, like, because I feel like it's one of the easiest ones.
Yeah,
Like I you swapped out with double down in my opinion. If you're gonna put like a tutorial in, so I don't know like what the reason is behind that because you can use 2x just one time and be like, okay, I got it.
yeah,
So it's interesting.
yeah.
Yeah,
Freestyle makes sense to have behind a tutorial, but I don't know about 2x.
I don't think they're gonna. I think this is just to make sure people know what they're getting into and kind of understanding. I think they should have, and maybe actually. Well, let me just finish my thought. I think they should do this, and I think they're actually gonna have you do like the tutorial for the closed beta and show off like one of these fuses or something.
Mm.
So you're gonna like log into the game. It's gonna kick you into the tutorial, and it's gonna teach you how to use double down right away. And then it's gonna explain like what
Maybe.
Juggernaut does or what Sidekick does. Who knows?
I see what you're
I think that's what might happen. I don't think they're gonna sell power though. That's not in Riot's like MO. That's not how
Right.
they operate. They don't sell power, and having a fuse is power. It's like a core of the game that
Yeah.
you can use.
It definitely could become a pay to win type of thing, depending on the fuse. Yeah, I could see that.
Oh, for sure.
Did you have a second thought that you were branching off at first that you wanted to
I
get to?
I think I figured it out. I
Okay.
think I rerouted it. It was the tutorial. It was the side or the double down tutorial, like starting with that.
Yeah.
But my brain got turned into mush. My brain turned into mush.
Okay. Okay. Look, it's the Alpha Lab episode of the podcast. You know, you gotta
That's what I'm
work
saying.
out the kinks. I get it. And just for the chat, asking about invitations for anyone who's here tomorrow. We find out tomorrow, an hour before, because this video will go up overnight, so people will see it. Invites go out an hour before the beta goes live tomorrow, so that's when you'll know. But yeah, I think we covered that well. Krim, do you have any thoughts on that?
Honestly, I can kind of see why they what you're looking freestyle and trucks exist on the tutorial, right? Because we just had the beta for Marvel Token, right? And something you saw a lot happen in that game was people would spend their assists, and then the other player hit you, and then you lose the game. And
Right.
that's something that can happen with these these two fuses specifically because they make the other character linger on the screen, right? So that's what I feel they're going for here by making the tutorial for them, for these two fuses specifically. So you don't, so you know that they're gonna linger on the screen, and you're not gonna spam in and then lose the game out of that.
Sure.
That's my
Yeah,
feeling on it.
that's
That
fair.
makes sense.
I know for me too, when I was first picking up tag fighters, like getting my brain used to using assists, like took a little bit. So maybe that's part of the reasoning too. It's like double down is like you do a super,
Oh,
then
for
you have the
sure.
option to do another super versus also remember another thing you can do while you're fighting a neutral and stuff. So I can see the logic behind it, I think.
Yeah, and on double down, I think the other character like lives as soon as you do it, right? So they're not gonna stay on screen and like potentially get hit and put you in a happy birthday situation like the other like freestyle and trucks assist do.
Yeah, and especially now that getting hit at your assist getting hit is more punishable too, or like it's
Yes.
more punishing, I should say. And we'll get to that at the end of the section here, or not at the end of this page. So we also have online mode. I'm sure you guys have heard about that. You can be used at tournaments. All characters are unlocked in offline mode. If you want to use the cosmetics for a certain account in offline mode, you have to log in with that account and then go back to offline mode. So just keep that in mind if you're hosting any local tourneys. Does say ranked mode is going to be enabled on September 18th during the second week of closed beta, and ranked progress is going to reset after closed beta ends. I think they tweeted that it's going to come on the 19th. So I'm not sure which day between the two it is, but kind of interesting either way that they're putting ranked in after a week. I guess they want to make sure everyone gets comfortable with the game and gets a feel for it before they're just trying to sprint in and just bombard ranked with like wacky MMRs as everyone's figuring out the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that a bummer for you guys or just kind of whatever? It's fine.
No,
Yeah,
I think it
whatever.
I think like one of the great parts about Alpha Lab 1 was everyone just funneling into the casual lobbies.
Yeah.
And there was like it was low stakes. So I
Mhm.
think them starting it that way is cool, and it gives everyone a chance to like catch up, right? and kind of get used to how 2xKO plays. And then everyone starts on the same line when ranked comes out.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a bummer, personally, for me. Why is that funny? No, elaborate. Why is that funny? Yeah, okay.
Oh damn,
No, I
HG
think
drama already.
for me, I think it's a bad thing because as a lower tier player, like playing with like all my friends, like you guys is gonna like dumpster me all day. And for me, like I can use ranked as like playing people my skill level. Like even though like I'm not gonna win all the time, I'm gonna have better matches that way. I feel like, so that'd be a little more enjoyable than just getting killed every 2 seconds against you guys. But
Well,
I
I
think
mean, in Alpha Lab 1, they had MMR in the
Yeah,
casual lobbies.
yeah.
there was.
did they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, I don't remember
So
that
it'll be the
spending it over
same.
here.
Yeah.
Think about it this way. The ranked won't be enabled, so you don't get put with in a lobby with Sonic Fox and Leffen on day one, and then you get dumpster even harder than you will be by
I'll
near
money
end,
match
right?
him
So
tomorrow. Money match him tomorrow. No, they'd be easy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
They don't
Soda's.
know what my downest one is like, dude.
They really don't. Like, I'm pretty sure you're seated like top 3 for TNS, right?
I'm not signed up.
That's what I heard.
what the hell?
They just reserve you the spot. Okay.
They lock it in for me.
All right. All right. What rank are you aiming for, Soda?
Like long term.
I guess short term and long term.
I mean, I wanna short term. I wanna get. I mean, I know it's a different game, so it's not really gonna correlate, but it somewhat
Mhm.
will. I want to get to plat. So that's what I got to in Street Fighter. If
Okay.
I can get to plat faster in this game than Street Fighter, that tells me that like my fundamentals have gotten better and I've just gotten overall better at fighting games. Long term, I want to hit master because that was my goal in Street Fighter and I never got to it. So I just want to hit master.
Okay.
And I want to win Evo.
Fuck Challenger. I just want to win Evo and hit Master,
Yeah.
and then we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely want to get up there in ranked. Definitely want to get like master. I do not expect challenger. That like trying to get challenger in this game, knowing all the like the degenerate people that are going to be playing this fucking thing, I'm not hitting. They're going to gatekeep challenger, even master probably. Like I'm not even going to make it that far, I don't think.
I mean,
I agree.
what if we're doing?
True.
Huh.
True. We could be the gatekeepers.
Got to believe. Yeah, exactly. We can run the shit.
You're
Discover the
just
duo
going to
meta.
run Juggernaut. You're just going to run Juggernaut again.
Oh, this is a really tough matchup. These guys are pretty good. And just Ghost Jug. Enjoy. Hey, maybe I'll tag you in round 2, buddy. Don't worry.
Maybe.
I mean, no
Sean
reason not to
did
go for
say.
it.
Oh, sorry. What was that, Krim?
Yeah, no reason not to go for it. I think it was Diaphone who said that the best track skill player is probably playing League right now. So no reason not to at least try.
Yeah. 100%. I know. Like I said, I hit Master in Alpha Lab 2, and that had like 12 people in it. So if I don't get it again, I'm gonna hold that against me as like a person and like part of my core identity. So, just Riot if
It's
you're
tied
listening.
to
You know,
self-worth.
gotta grease the wheels a little bit for me here.
I'm sure one of the 21 people's riot.
Hmm?
So I'm sure one of the 21 people is riot listening.
Yeah, 100%. Unconquerable's always around. You never know. So we also have cosmetics to talk about. This was another surprising one. I was on the hill fucking proclaiming to the world like they're going to test how you give them money before the game launches, and they're not testing how you give them money before the game launches. I'm just a doofus. The orb whiffed on that one. It doesn't bat 1,000. But the only cosmetics that are going to be in this are just unlockable stuff via champion mastery. There's no battle pass. There's no premium store. Nothing you spend money on. Period. And this kind of comes back to one of the things we were talking about, where this kind of makes us think like launch can't be too far away, right? Because if there's not even like cosmetic content coming, like that's one of the big things in a free to play game to keep you coming back like week after week after week. Like it shouldn't be the primary
for sure.
motivator, but like that's something that draws people back, even if it's just like, oh, I'm gonna wait till next week and see maybe my character gets a new skin and I have some currency sitting there and that's gonna make me want to play more. So yeah, I mean, I've ever since they got rid of the 2025 thing on their site in July, I've been like kind of worried that 2026 was like kind of at least somewhat possible. This is definitely nudging more in the direction like launch probably is not too much later than like early November, I would say.
Yeah, also for Riot, because they're essentially running this for free, right? They'll be actually losing money here by running the closed beta, not the alpha lab, the closed
That's a good
beta.
point.
So they're gonna be losing money. So I can't see them going for too long here, like 2 months max, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just
Yeah,
shocked that they didn't take the Valorant approach. I really thought they were going to on that.
Yeah.
When you could buy a bunch of skins in beta and then get the money back for launch and with like extra. I feel like I want to know how much money Valorant made with that. Like because you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the amount of money that they could make here with that is I just take my money. I'm already in debt. Just take it.
just take. How much did you put into Valorant when
So
you
I
read
put in
that?
I think like $500 in the beta.
How much
Like
wait, how much did you
every
get back?
It was
it
like
was like an
20% or
extra
something.
20% extra or
Yeah.
something. But like it's like every week was like, oh, it's the best skin I've ever seen. And I'm like, this is the best skin I've ever seen. And I'm like, and the bundles are $70 or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and you're coming from like CS where it's like, I have a gun that's a dragon now. Like that was insane, dude.
Yeah.
I was really wanting to just throw money at this game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a little disappointed that there's no skins available.
I'm still gonna throw money at it, but I'm with you. Like I was ready to take out a second mortgage, bro. Like I was I was ready to throw in so much money and just get it all back. It was an investment. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be rich off of this. I'm gonna be the best 2 SKO player. They're gonna want my account.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I think this is a good sign. And it probably they're probably reading the room. They're like, okay, we're not gonna put this thing out and then start charging people. This thing that's already so provocative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, dude, like people already freaking out about unlocking characters in a free to play game, right? Imagine if people found out they had a store where you can buy things. They'll be tearing this thing apart. They'll be like, "Oh, they don't even have the game out yet and they're already starting to charge people. All they want is money." It's
Already happened.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, speaking of that, that's literally already happened. I already see people on Twitter complaining that all the champs, oh, they're forcing you to pay for the champs, or you're gonna have to grind so long because they don't read the
Yeah.
whole article where both currencies in the closed beta are not paid currencies.
Yeah.
Like people
Yeah.
just don't; they just assume right away.
It's just how Twitter works. It's just the algorithm.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff pops off, but
The doomers are gonna do. That's kind of the MO. There's been a little trend of that recently. Honestly, I think since Evo it's been a lot better, but it definitely was a thing for a little bit. Yeah, so in terms of the other cosmetics, the only stuff there's going to be is chromas, which I kind of knew about getting through mastery, which is just changing the colors. We have player cards. This was another kind of interesting one. Stages, we get Bridge of Progress, Scuddler's Strand, Spirit Hills, and Brazen Hydra unlocked by default. And then we can purchase Annihilator's Reach from the Stages section of the Collection tab, which I believe this is purchasable. Oh, there's no paid currency in this, so that means it's purchasable with free currency. Which this is something people were thinking, like, how are they going to give out stages? Is it going to be paid currency only? Is it going to be battle pass only? Because I remember in Alpha Lab 2, I believe it was the Noxus stage was in the battle pass, right? So
Yeah, it
seems
was.
like they're they're going a slightly different route here, which is good. They're not making it FOMO. And if it stays as a free currency thing in the full game, I think people are going to be chill with that.
I
Yeah,
think it makes sense, especially for like quote unquote normal stages, right? If they're gonna like be unlockable for free currency,
Oh,
because
sure.
I think like for sure like down the line we're gonna see like oh, this is the Star Guardian stage, and this is gonna be for real money, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
this is the KDA stage, it's part of the KDA bundle. I think that's gonna happen in the future. But I think for the basic stages, that's not too bad, honestly.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
with you.
it's a cosmetic. You know, it's something that you can show off, and it makes sense because there's kind of like the stage randomizer
Yep.
where everyone can choose their own stage at the end of the champ select, and then it chooses one of those.
Yep.
So you know, imagine you have a skin or a stage that nobody has, and you just choose it.
The
Or I wonder how
$200
that's gonna work.
stage.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if other people are gonna be able to choose your stage if you own it, right? Like, let's say
Oh,
you're in a
Imagine you,
lobby and you're the one that owns it, but nobody else does. Are you able to choose it?
I would assume only the person who owns it can choose it because I think like you're only seeing your own stage select. Like you don't see the other people
Mhm.
select. Do you? I actually don't remember.
I thought
I
it
don't.
was all shared.
It might be on
That's how it
actually.
that's how it was at Evo. So I don't know what the online is gonna look like.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious. I think online might be different, but local you probably see. Yeah, I mean you're seeing the same screen, so that would make sense. You see it all.
Yeah. I do
Hmm.
I do wonder, that actually brings up a good point. Are stages gonna be unlocked fully too? Or is that a cosmetic?
I
Like when you go
believe
offline.
this should be tied to the account. I would imagine. I'll have
Okay.
to see if I can track that down in any of the notes here or any of the replies, but that would make sense to have it tied to the account. So
Yeah.
that actually, yeah, that could suck if we get to a point that like you're only seeing like the same like 5 stages at a lot of tournaments because they don't want to spend money or time to unlock that currency to get those stages. So at least for majors, hopefully that's not an issue and big regionals. But yeah, at locals, you're probably going to just see these, was it 1, 2, 3, 4 stages? Yeah, a lot of the
I
time.
wonder if that default is gonna go up the more stages we get.
That would be
So
nice. I
like,
feel like that's not Riot's MO generally, but
mhm.
I would hope so. That would be cool. Yeah, so outside of that, there's taunts and then the gameplay stuff. I don't know how much we want to go into. I think if there's any big things you guys want to talk about gameplay wise, it pretty much is all the same as Evo. There was a couple small things that I think we just didn't know like numbers behind before, like cross up protection used to be 3 frames, now it's 1 frame. I think people thought it was a little more generous than that. Um, so that seems like a good thing, especially if you're going to make the assist change where all assist attacks are now mids. I feel like you got to have that. There's a huge Darius buff officially confirmed. Oh, the one with the stage. Yeah. So when you're on the Darius, when you're on the Noxus stage with
Yeah.
Darius, he gets all his homies pulling up now. So that's sick. What else do we have here? Defensive stuff, backdashing, jump blocking, retreating guard, push block are all slightly worse. Um, this one I actually think is kind of cool. Counter hits now grant meter a damage boost and additive hit stun. So before I think counter hits just gave you more. I don't even think it gave you any of these. The way this is phrased, I don't think it did any of this.
Was it
So what's up?
maybe hit stun? Maybe hit stun, but I don't even remember it being like anything extravagant. It didn't look
Yeah,
anything crazy.
exactly. I don't think it was anything crazy before, or it wasn't there. But now it could be the situation where if you get a counter hit with a light, you might be able to link a heavy out of that, which would be pretty cool. Yeah, people in the chat are saying it felt like counter hits did nothing. I agree. I just remember hearing that sound a lot and then like it not leading to anything. So this is, I think, going to be. This is just in the middle of a bunch of other things, and I think this could be a pretty substantive change. Not saying it's like something to be concerned about, but I just think it's going to have a pretty decent impact on how it's played. And then there was a couple other small things. We talked about the assists, like just people are dying faster now. Stuff does more damage. There's less gray health. When you hit assists, they take more damage. They take some permanent damage now. 25% of the damage assist champions take is permanent damage, which is new for a tag fighter, which is pretty cool. Chain dashing is easier. Do you guys have any strong thoughts about that? I saw some discourse around that like wave dashing is no longer really a thing. I think for some characters they said it might be useful, but generally speaking, just chain dashing is going to be good.
I like it. I don't want to have to wave dash.
Okay.
I think it made wave dash feel not the best, and I think you have to be more intentional when you wave dash.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely more about spacing now. It's not just like this thing that you can do. It's not this execution check.
Yeah, I think in an ideal world, I would personally want the wave dashing to be a little faster. But I'm not like I'm not pissed by this change at all. I just think it's like a different thing, and I'll get used to it. And it's not like there's plenty of execution in this game between like timing stuff on hold and like the fact that you can't mash hold buttons, obviously, and like you got to manually time a lot more stuff. There's definitely going to be different forms of execution checks. I don't think this game's free at all to do the crazy shit. So that's fine with me.
I think the more people play, the more they'll figure that out, that it's not like a baby game.
Yeah.
Like there's still execution. And I'm very excited for that.
If you're calling it a baby game and you're not at least in master, like, you know, reflect.
Yeah, that says more about you than than the game at that point.
For real. We have the Leffen change, the one that he thinks makes this like game terrible, which is not true actually. I think he's still excited for the game, but he's definitely been harping on this one a lot. That backdash travel distances have been reduced for all champions. So I'll just say, like, I'm curious what you guys think here too, but I do think people need to realize, or I should just let people know, like the way backdashing works in this game, if you want to get max distance as fast as possible, different champions, you have to travel a different amount of time in the backdash before you cancel it into another one. Because even when Leffen was complaining about this, in his example, he's like, oh, look how bad Darius's is. And he was just like canceling his backdash like immediately every time. So he just went like nowhere basically. And it looked terrible, but it's like, yeah, his is a little slower, but if you let it go longer, he's going to be getting way more distance over that period of time. So just keep that in mind when you're playing the game, to anyone in chat or anyone watching this on YouTube later. Yeah, what do you guys think about this? Did it feel bad for you at Evo? Is it something you're concerned about moving forward?
I mean, I think it's fine. I prefer backdashing being less distance anyways, because people can just like run away and stuff. Which I think that was like wasn't that like the big issue with Alpha Lab 2? Like I didn't get to play in Alpha Lab 2, but you could like backdash as fast as someone chasing you down. Like I feel like it's dumb.
Yeah, especially when you were on Braum too. I'm sure that was extra frustrating. Or I mean, you weren't in that, but you could see
that's even more frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Zeke?
Just like Brandon, or Soda Drum. just like Soda Drum. I'm sorry. No.
Doxed.
Just like Soda Drum, the Soda Drum. I didn't play Alpha Lab 2, so I didn't know how egregious backdash was.
Really? I forgot.
But at Evo, it felt... No, I didn't. It sucked. I had to sit there like everybody else. But yeah, I don't know. It felt a little worse in Alpha Lab 1, obviously, but I don't know. It's just something that you'll get used to, I think. I don't think it... Like, they did it intentionally to slow down that defense play and let you get in more.
Yeah, I think they want to keep the action a little more constant and incentivize offense. Krim, what do you think on this? You happy with the change or concerned about it?
I didn't get to play it yet, so I can't like speak from experience on this. But that one, another round of the changes that I feel is aimed at stopping the tracks TO that was happening, right? So Yeah, sure. Like, no problem for me at all.
Cool. So just a couple other small things. Jump startup has been slowed from 3 frames to 4 frames. I know that was like a strong way to play defense, is just kind of hold up back, and a lot of times you'd be able to get out of trouble there. And that kind of led to the 2xTO memes and all that stuff. So I think it's a good change. They got rid of the timing restriction on double down, so you can enter a double down super at any point during the first champion super, which is cool. It's just going to be, I think that'll just feel better for the player, and it probably
I
won't lead to
don't.
anything too crazy.
I feel like that opens up some whiff potential, though.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. I think, does it say on hit? No, yeah, you're right. You can, because that was something people were doing already. I think we saw it happen once on an Evo match, to just cover your first champ super. So that's definitely, yeah, it's going to be a lot more forgiving now.
What was the timing restriction? I don't think I ever noticed it or thought about that.
I think there was just some parts of the super where like you couldn't cancel it like during the middle part of it or something. Is that right? I feel like it was something like that. I remember there were times that I wanted to cancel it. I can't remember what part of the super it was, but there were some times that I tried to do it and it didn't work, or it would like maybe cancel a hit that I wanted to go through or something like that. So it sounds like it's just going to be feeling a bit better now. And then, like Krim said, the main use case will probably be if you whiff and you can cover your ass by just switching to the other one.
Yep.
It was
I
in the
also just
beginning.
like
Okay.
I like the fact that because you can do it anytime. Like I'm not saying, I don't want to say it's like harder, but you can't like spam it. Like the amount of times like at Evo, like where you would do it, but you time it wrong. Like you're not guaranteed to get it. Like you have to like know in the person's super that's going like when yours will hit. I think that
Right.
that's like a cool thing to. So you can't just be spamming supers and just get 2 super hits.
Yeah, you got to be a little intentional with it, I think. Yeah. Um, Also, Juggernaut was buffed, so this is good for Brandon. I know he was thinking about playing both of
Yup.
his individual chants on Jug, so it's going to be a lot better now. Getting more break meter on a clean hit. Push block now costs break meter instead of super meter, and push blocking pushes both champions away. So that'll definitely be good to get out of pressure and stuff, make their defense better. And on a clean snapback hit, the Juggernaut player will recover a small amount of gray health, and the ejected opponent will lose a large amount of their gray health. So they're just making that a little bit better. I don't think we saw that really explored much in Alpha Lab 2, so hopefully that helps a little bit with checking that out now. And someone in chat was asking a pretty good question. I'm curious to see what you guys think about this. I think we might have talked about it in the past, but will Juggernaut ever be viable in higher play, or will it always be a training wheels fuse? Um, I'll let you guys go first. I'll go last on this one.
This change makes me feel like Red definitely wants Juggernaut to at least be viable. Honestly,
Do you think it wasn't before?
I
at a high level, I felt like it was too restrictive. Like only having a single champion right there, you would lose a lot on combo potential and these safety nets that having an assist gives you. But this gray health change is actually insane. Honestly,
Yeah.
I've seen some people who went to evil saying that it basically got rid of all of your gray health if you get hit by it. Can you guys confirm?
I'm
yeah.
honestly not sure for sure. I didn't run into it too much.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
see
I don't
Z?
know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it needs to like I think it'll be viable, but it'll be one of those options that are like, oh, like an underdog option. And I think that's where it
Yeah.
needs to stay. It cannot be the best fuse in the game, because then that just
Yeah,
gets
then
like
we're at this
that
point.
that
At the point we're
basically
just playing Strive.
yeah,
If
I was
it's
gonna
the
say
best.
that negates the whole part of 2xKO, which is the 2v2 tag fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, like,
I,
I think it might end up like Lily in Street Fighter 6. Like, she won Combo Breaker at one point, but she's still probably bottom 2 in the game. You know what I mean? Like, it's technically viable, but you're not going to see a lot of success on Jug. And some people will try to make it work, but
I was just gonna say the same thing. I was just gonna say like my example is gonna be like Axe and Melee. Like he's a top player playing Pikachu, but he could be better if he was probably playing like Fox or Falco or like like there's gonna be people out there that are just so talented. Like they'll probably make it work, but it's gonna be
I've
some
seen
sort
his
of
Falco.
Yeah, it's
He
insane.
has a decent Falco. Yeah.
I think he just beat Hungry Box for like the first time in like years because he switched to Fox. I'm pretty sure. So it's a
Yep,
great
sounds
point.
about right.
Like Idom and Manon.
Yeah, exactly. So
Oh
there's
yeah,
just
and Juggernaut
okay,
is
go.
also Juggernaut also has the benefits of the Fury buff as well.
Yeah, constant
So
access to
it can
Fury is going to
activate
be
it
really
very
good.
easily.
Hmm. And Fury got buffed in this run as well. Um, and before we're going to get into the nitty gritty if we get into champ adjustments, but the last thing I wanted to point out real quick was just this was something I was asking for a while. You can now enter the casual or ranked lobby directly from training mode by opening the menu. This also works as a duo, and you can do the same thing. You can enter training mode directly from any online lobby from just opening the menu. That also works as a duo. So now you can go back and forth, even though there's no training queue. For those people who want that option, you can at least quickly go from one spot to the other. So it's just going to be like a few seconds of downtime because the loading of this game is mad quick. I just think that's a great job of them to get that in the game. It's going to make it a lot easier for people.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit, I had a thought. It just went away. Oh, yeah. It's just good quality of life. I think you just said
Yeah.
this already, but yeah, I think it should help negate that feeling that people feel like, oh, there's no training, there's no queuing while training.
Oh well. You could just. You're good. You're good. You just did.
Yeah. We're back.
But yeah, so I think definitely a good change. It's going to go smooth for people. It's going to alleviate a lot of those concerns with not being able to queue and all that stuff. So good stuff. We're happy to see that.
Yeah.
Is there
You
anything?
can tell it's kind of like a last minute addition. I don't even know if you could say last minute, but the fact that it doesn't work if you do it like from training mode, you have to be into the lobby first. You have to go into the casual lobbies or rank lobby and then go into training mode and then you can go back. But you
Yeah.
can't go into training mode and then go into ranked or casual.
Yeah, it's kind of funky. It's just while that bug's in. Hopefully for launch that's actually resolved, but it's going to be. I know I'm going to run into this a lot where I just forget and I'm going to be like, why am I just going back to the main menu? Yeah, that's a nice choice. And then yeah, I think if chat wants to or YouTube wants to check out the champion adjustments, I think rather than talking through all that, there's a good amount of them here. I would just check out the article and see what your character got. I know for me, Echo's going to have better mix now. They gave him some pretty cool tools, some good consistency with his combo routes. Like, I guess we could speak on a high level. Like, you guys all glanced over these changes. Like, do you feel like this is all heading in the right direction? Was there anything that felt like a step in the wrong direction from these, or?
No, I think the biggest star of the show in terms of these changes, or stars, I guess, is Echo and Jinx. They got changes that better their game plan
Mm,
and just make them better. I mean, I know people were talking about Jinx being very strong because there wasn't a lot of people to deal with zoners, but like almost every character can deal with the zoner besides like Echo or Darius. But like
yeah,
every character has something that breaks a projectile or can jump over,
sure. If I can sway through them,
and
she
they
dodges
Mhm.
projectiles. Yeah.
she dodges projectiles, like literally. So I'm really happy with the changes. I mean, I'm very excited. I don't think I played enough and at a high level to like really understand why these changes are good or the best for the character.
Mhm.
But it helps me like as someone who is already thinking like, oh, I want to play Yasuo. Let me see what I can do with Yasuo. and figuring out that Yasuo has better mix-up now. They traded off some of his other power for this mix-up. I'm hyped for that. So I think it's
Yeah.
all good.
Yeah. What about you, Krim?
Can we talk about the fact that Echo, who was already the best character in the game, got buffed even harder?
Oh man. Um, I think Alpha Lab 1, you could have had a very strong argument. I think Alpha Lab 2, without the hard knockdown, I'm not as convinced. But I don't think he was like bad. I'm not going to act like he was bad, but I don't think he was like top one.
Specifically for the Alawi changes, she got a small nerf on her on her BNB, like from the medium down medium S2.
Yep.
That's fair by me because that was like pretty much her entire combo route. You
Mhm.
do that to start every single combo. But the downest to a buff, that's something really interesting to me. Being able to essentially charge that full screen. That sounds pretty interesting. And I think they played a bit safe with her because they know that Blitzcrank negates all of her weaknesses, right? So she has a hard time getting into the opponents. Oh, no problem. Just put them from out the screen. There you go.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen that the tentacles also combo with his command grabs, right? So
Yeah. There's going to be
I'm
some good
really
synergy
excited to
there
play them together.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, who are you guys freeing from Zone Jail on day one?
What was that?
Who are you guys freeing from Zone Jail on day one? Because like all the locked champions are from Zone.
True.
There's on Joe. That is
Yeah.
true. That
I don't know why they. Yeah, it was. I would guess this was not the order they planned on releasing champs from the start, and I'm sure something happened where they switched stuff around. It was very interesting to do that order, and people were definitely like, I know I posted a thing like, who do you think or who do you want as like the last character, and like half the responses I'm getting are like, it's another Zon character, like,
Yeah,
so
get ready for I don't know, like Twitch or something like that.
yeah.
dude, I was watching Max talk about or like review all the lead characters. He gave Twitch a 10 out of 10 on design. He thought he was like perfect as like a weirdo character. I was like, okay, it's an
I think
interesting
he's cool,
choice.
man. He's a giant rat with a crossbow.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
I
I don't
mean,
think he's like a bad fit or anything. But 10 out of 10, I was
you
like,
know,
damn, that's kind of crazy.
conceptually he's really cool.
Yeah.
What about the Singed on release? Singed as
Singed
the
on release.
tangent.
Mm,
That'd
Yeah,
be unhinged.
that would be
that
crazy.
that would be unhinged.
Just pure
Uh,
non-interactive gameplay. No, thank you.
yeah, yeah. The exact opposite of what they want. I'm freeing Blitz and Vi. I really want to try Jinx, but I think those two speak out to me more.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of interesting stuff there with like you can kind of be in and out with Vi and do all the sway, get in, and then all you need is like one decent pickup, and then with Blitz assist, you can kind of just lock everything into a good BNB. Um, that would definitely be a fun matchup. I know for me, like Krim touched on it, the Alawi Blitz synergy is definitely very interesting. So I'm either going to be running those two when I'm playing solo or Blitz Echo, just because I have so much time on Echo. But I mean, for me personally, I'm trying to play duo play like as much as possible. If I could have never played solo play, that would be ideal. Not that I hate it, but I just prefer duo play. I think it's a really fun way to play and think about the game.
I don't get like what's the difference though. You don't tag your teammates in anyways.
I can't do the bit of leaving the Discord call. I was like, wait, do I end the stream? I was like,
Oh, that would be a great bit.
oh, I should have committed. Fuck. I could just, it'll be funny on
Yeah, you could have
YouTube
just
when I
ended it
just end
there.
it. Yeah. All right. I'll consider that for the video. But yeah, no, it'll be fun. And then I don't know about you guys if your local situation is going to be schmoovin once this game hits, but I got stuff lined up like crazy.
Can't go to my local anymore.
Why?
It's on Tuco Tuesdays.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, we probably should plug our event that we're all running, huh? with Force Walk.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah,
smart.
that we're all
maybe.
doing.
Maybe.
It's good to plug that an hour and a half in. Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
put
if
it
you
at the
guys
beginning.
don't know, tomorrow and every Tuesday moving forward, or most Tuesdays moving forward, I'm sure for some holidays it won't happen, but we're running an online tournament called Tuco Tuesday. It is a mixed bracket tournament that we are running in collaboration with the group Force Block, with Terraco, Inventory, and some others. So shout out to them. They did a lot of the legwork there, made our lives very easy. But yeah, we'll be coming together for that. We got codes to give away for people who are trying to get in closed beta who don't get in. So definitely check that out. The URL is just going to be start.gg/Tuco Tuesdays.
There you go.
Super easy to find. Check it out. And yeah, I think I'm pretty sure we are literally going to be the first tournament, at least in NA. Maybe with time zone stuff will be funky.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to be the first tournament of 2XKO's life as an online game, I guess, outside of like the Alpha Lab stuff. But
that's a lot of pressure on our end, to be honest. Because we might have some riders watching.
Yeah. We're also 17 people away from it 100 for the tournament.
Wait, 17?
We're at 83. I just checked.
Damn,
Whoa.
we got like
we
20
were at 71,
today.
like
that's crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, Bobatimo's getting a bottom seed. Shout out. We'll definitely make sure he gets bottom seed for sure.
I was looking at that seating earlier. I'm tempted. I'm tempted, brother.
Yeah, we are wielding a lot of power on that one.
Yeah.
And also,
jokes, obviously,
any pros right now? I don't know if we have any pros right now. I'm trying to get people in. Diphone just won the first ever Tokon tournament, so I'm trying to get him in for the first Tuco tournament win. And then if he joins, and maybe some other people join. I don't know. We'll see.
83 people, but 74 teams because of duos. That's right.
Okay, that makes more sense. 74. But still, 83 people is a lot. But yeah, 74 unique entrants. It'll be a good time. And then I also should selfishly shout out my new sponsor, Oni Global. They are running a tournament every Wednesday on Oni Arena, and I'll be commentating that as well most weeks. And that's, I think, at also 7 p.m. It's either 7 or 8 p.m. But check that out on their Twitter, Oni Global, ONIGLOBAL. Shout out to them for hooking me up with a sponsor. That's crazy. Didn't foresee that coming, but here we are, helping me go to events and stuff. So, yeah, they're sick.
Yeah, join up. You'll see me there.
I can't believe they two only just started and Newton is already leaving us.
Look, man, the new org every week, you know, just gotta keep piling them up.
Day 2's been around for like 5 years.
It's maybe longer. I don't even.
Might be longer.
Yeah, probably around there. I think it was pre-pandemic.
Yeah, it probably was. Actually, you're probably right. It's probably like, yeah.
Damn. We're getting close to like 7-8 years, maybe.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, man. Yeah, there's a fuck ton of tournaments going on for Tuco. I don't know if you guys have seen, like, there's like literally every day there's stuff going on. There's one from Breakout. There's one TNS. I know me and Zeke are entering that as a duo. I don't know if you guys are going to be entering. I think there's one on Saturdays. Yeah, Super Noon has one on Saturdays. He's running. You guys should check that out. I think it's Big Noon Saturdays. I'm probably forgetting some others, and apologies because I probably know some of the people that are running them. But if you're based in EU, Reversal's running a set and reset on Wednesdays too. Check that out. And yeah, make sure you start your G. Check out locals in your area. Support this stuff, man. New game coming out. I know it might be a little funky in closed beta because it's PC only. But if your locals running it, definitely show them some love because it's going to be a lot of effort to get PC setups and everything. And it's fun. That's the most important part.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to realize how fun this game is. Some people are going to realize the game is not for them, and that's cool. I mean, that certain games aren't for everybody, and I definitely have some games that aren't for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this game is like, no, you like everything.
Yep, I'm very easy to please.
Famously, you like everything.
Yeah.
Sorry, carry on.
If you guys could listen on to the Hollow Knight discussion we had, like a couple days ago.
Look, I'm probably farther into
Um,
Silk Song than you are, right? I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to talk about it on here because we're gonna spoil it. But
Yeah, we
I
actually
wonder how
shouldn't at
far you
all.
are.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah,
about it later.
because dude, I'm struggling with bosses on that fucking game. Like
Dude, yeah,
some of the enemies, it's cool, but some of these bosses, I'm just I can't do it.
the loop I'm in right now, and we're not going to get into this. All I'm going to say is I went to a new area. I'm just looking for like a checkpoint or a map or something. Run into a room that's like kind of a boss rush. You fight just like multiple waves of enemies. I keep
Oh, yeah.
dying in that fight, but then it's mad far from where my checkpoint, like the closest checkpoint is far, and it's into a. So I'm going all the way back all the time to do this hard fight, and I keep barely losing. Oh my god, it's definitely a skill issue. The game's
Yeah.
good, but yeah, that's
That's
for another
classic
time.
Metroidvania. Like
Yeah,
Cool
true.
podcast.
So God damn. Okay. All right. There's no other games that exist. Anyways, the game's super fun, and I think it's gonna be so. I don't want to bring. It's gonna be really fun casually too. That's all I'll say. I don't want to bring anything else up, but
Okay, I get it
yeah. But it's gonna be really fun casually.
for sure. Trying to think if there's anything else we want to cover here today. Is there anything I missed? Plugged our tourneys. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it actually just hit thinking about it. Like, what do we talk about? We're like 1,
Here, you want the
12
timer?
to, is that 13, 15 hours? We're about to be 15 hours away. That's crazy, man. I still can't.
Yeah.
Oh, character 10.
And you get to
Yeah.
sleep for 8 of those.
I want to
So-
talk about character 10 in the chat. Yeah, true. I'm going to sleep as soon as possible after this so I can fast forward to the event. Do you guys have anything you want to say on character 10? Do you want to speculate? Do we want to just leave it alone? It's up to you. I'm not going to say nothing. People know I know stuff, so. I don't know
After
if you have
seeing
thoughts or
Blitz,
what.
I'll start it out here. After seeing Blitz, I'm very excited for anybody else they put in this game. I mean, they did justice to Vi. Like, if you had asked me like about Vi beforehand, I would have told you that's a boring pick. Like, all she does is punch. But they made her cool as fuck.
It really did.
And Blitz, I think Blitz is their coolest character yet. So I'm very
100%.
excited for whatever they have next.
Yeah. People probably won't agree with me, but I want to see Lee Sin. I think he'd do some really cool stuff with his like Q, with his like attaching to people and then like dashing to, like wards. Like I feel like he'd have some crazy combos.
I think it'd be cool. He wouldn't be one of my first picks, but I think they could get creative with him. I just think his design's not, like, visually not the craziest, but I think kit-wise he'd be fun. Kind of like a Vi situation, yeah. What about
What about you,
Krim?
Krim?
Any thoughts? You can abstain if you choose.
Look at me. I am the 10th champion.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa!
It's him. Yeah, the guys, this is how I leaked it all along. It was right there in front of you. If it is that, imagine it is Ramus. That just, oh man,
funny.
that would be tough. I'd have a long conversation with
Um,
Riot. Oh man.
But yeah. Okay, so based on when he revealed that he was the design for Yasuo, I think maybe the 10th champion is gonna be designed by Margin Pie, who also designed the Jinx. And he really likes technical champions, so technical characters in video games in general, right? So, I think that whoever it is, it's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, that's accurate. I mean, I can speak at least on the Marlin Pie part. He cooks, so that would be sick. People in chat asking
For
about
sure.
Katarina too. She was deconfirmed last Evo or Evo 2023. I said she won't be in launch roster and consider her canceled basically. So I would not expect Katarina, but they could have lied. I don't know.
They lied about progression carrying over.
That's true. They lied about this Polyphia video that's supposed to happen today. I guess we didn't talk about that. We probably should talk about that before we dip out. There's a
Well-
Polyphia song for this game. Shout
Barry
out
said
to
he's staying up till midnight for it. Is it coming out like a certain time today?
yeah, wherever you're it'll be like on Spotify and stuff at midnight in your local time zone. It's like region locked, so like people in Europe could already hear it. That's how I heard it already.
Apparently, it's out there.
Yeah, you can listen to it, and then if not, it'll be everywhere tomorrow. But they did tweet the 8th, and then nothing happened today. Everyone thought there'd be like a cinematic or something, and
Yeah.
seemingly there's nothing. I don't know if that'll be tomorrow. Yeah, could be. I kind of hope so.
I mean,
at this point, but
there was that Twitter post they deleted earlier.
oh yeah, I guess yeah we can talk about that because they posted and deleted it. That's not really a leak, and I'm not going to show the art, so we're fine. So they posted a tweet earlier today that said something along the lines of like, from now on the game's going to be online, and a bunch of other bullet points about closed beta, and then they deleted it right away, seemingly implying like it was meant to go 24 hours later after the beta's already live and everything. The interesting thing about that is there was some art of Yasuo included in the post that I don't think any of us have seen that art before, and we haven't seen even that art style done before with this game. So the combination of seeing new art and a new art style on the same day we're getting a new song that is the title theme for the game, definitely those two things kind of feel like they would overlap, and there could be a music video cinematic type of thing. And if that's the case, maybe Champion 10 is in that, if that was supposed to be like the launch trailer thing and they're looking at this as like a soft launch. So that's like the max cope best case scenario for tomorrow. But look, if it doesn't happen, we just play the game tomorrow, fucking whatever, and we'll have the song on Spotify. And the song slaps. If you're a Polyphia fan, you're gonna enjoy it for sure. And then even if you're not, you'll probably enjoy it.
Has anybody else heard it in here?
I heard like when they put out the tweet with the camera like on their backs.
Mhm.
Was that like the final version?
Oh, it wasn't the full thing because that was just 1 minute, but that is in the final. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I already know I love it. I love Polyphia's insane. So
Yeah.
they don't make bad songs.
I am a more recent Polyphia fan, I guess. I really enjoy their latest album, Remember That You Will Die, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
I think that's like a great introduction to Polyphia if you haven't listened to them. I think the song, to be honest, like I like it. I really like it. I don't know how it's gonna hit for people because it's Polyphia, and I think Polyphia is it. I'm not gonna say it's a hard listen, but it's not as easy to listen to as like any I don't know, like any regular band, I guess.
Sure.
It's an acquired taste, would you say?
It's an acquired
Sorry,
taste.
what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an acquired taste. But even then, I mean, I think you can still like it. I mean, they're like that album that I'm talking about. I think that's really friendly to most listeners.
Yeah, I think it's
I
just
really
like
like the track, but
yeah, I was gonna say I think it's just like the mental hurdle some people might have with like, oh, it's an instrumental thing. Like some people are just they don't listen to that often, so it might be like a different thing. But I mean, I didn't used to listen to a lot of instrumental stuff, and Polyphia was one of the bands that started to make me listen to it a lot more. So I think it'll be pretty sick. Or not, I think it'll be sick. I do think it's sick. I heard it.
yeah.
I think it slaps. I'm just very curious to see the video they tie with it. Because it's a 4.5 minute song. Yeah. If they have a video with it. Or if it's just going to play in the main menu, like where do we see it in the game and stuff? Because it is the title theme. We know that, but.
Best
Yeah, I was
guitarist in the
going to
world,
say.
Tim Henson. Shout out.
Yeah.
True.
No boomer bands here. What do you call it? I've noticed that on all the videos for the what's in closed beta page they have, it doesn't have any of the main menu music.
Oh, is it just music off?
Yeah, just music off. I don't know if it's like that in game or in Champion Select, but in the main menu, you don't hear anything.
I think they just turned it off probably for this. I feel like there was always music in it before. And they might have done the same thing for the videos in Alpha Lab 2. You should check that out later and see.
I was wondering if that's like because of the Polyphia track, if they're going to have that Polyphia track play in the game, like when you're in the menus.
Yeah, that would be sick. Because if it's if it's just tied to like when you boot it up and like as soon as you hit like A to start or something and you just don't hear it again, I'd be kind of pissed. I want to be able to hear it while I'm fighting, or at least in the menus or lobbies or something. Okay. But yeah, so that I think is probably a good point for us to wrap. Shout out to everybody who came through for the chat today. I got a decent turnout. Like I did not expect this many people to pull up. So shout out to you guys. I know at least for me, you're going to be seeing me around on obviously my Twitch and YouTube. Moving forward, we're going to be posting this to probably my YouTube to start, and then maybe we'll get a dedicated channel for this. And then tomorrow I'll be going live. You might see some of the boys here or some of my other homies come through in the stream. Going to be running a lot of private lobbies. Probably try to get some viewers in there. Maybe some Riot devs will come through. And we'll be going crazy on the game. We have Tuco Tuesday tomorrow night, so hopefully you guys can enter that. I'll be commentating that with Soda and Krim, actually.
Krim can't.
And Bon Mi is going to be TOing. And yeah, so hopefully we see you guys pull up to that. And then just stay tuned to my socials and you'll kind of see where I'm around. Anything you guys want to leave the people with before we go?
Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for listening. Play 2XKO, man. It's fun.
It is a fun video game and it's cool. Anything you want to say, Krim? Or are you good?
No, I think that's all really. We play Chuck's Hill, watch Tuco Tuesday, and don't forget to brush your teeth before bed, I guess.
Oh, good call. Thank you.
Sage, wise wisdom from the goat from Brazil. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Was fun. Good Alpha Lab episode. You'll see another episode from us at some point in the future. We'll figure that out and then let you guys know. And if you are not, what's up?
I was gonna say probably let them know. We'll probably let you guys know with a more better time frame instead of just like the same day. We'll probably have
yeah. We'll give you a heads up and everything, and I would assume we'll get into more of like a reasonably set schedule. It's not going to be like super strict or whatever, but yeah, we'll definitely try to do that. And for those of you who are not in, since this video will go up and some people are in the chat, if you're not in the closed beta, go check out my Twitter. I have 100 codes that I'm giving away. It's pretty easy to enter. You have a free way to enter, and then you can sub on Twitch also to enter. So take a peek at that if you don't get in, especially if you don't get in tomorrow when it goes live. So I just have those codes and I'm trying to get them out to people anyway. So yeah, thanks for coming through. We'll catch you guys soon. Go play 2XKO. Peace out.
For sure.
Peace.